This story is about a legendary sniper who can kill a target from several kilometers away, even with his eyes blindfolded. But this sniper was not always a killer. He was once a simple math teacher who hated war and guns. Something terrible happened in his life that turned him from a decent, peaceful teacher into a ruthless sniper. The story begins in a small village in Ukraine. We see a modest house where a happy couple lives together. The man's name is Mykola, and his wife's name is Nastya. Nastya is an artist. She loves drawing and carving wood, turning it into small handmade statues. Mykola works as a math teacher at a nearby school. He is kind, patient, and loved by almost all his students, except one. That student's name is Ivan. Ivan is rude, arrogant, and badly behaved. Every day he tries to trouble Mykola in class. Ivan comes from a rich family, while Mykola is poor. Ivan often makes fun of Mykola's clothes and appearance. Mykola's house has no electronic devices like a TV, so he stays disconnected from the outside world. One day at school, Mykola hears a news report on TV. It says that Russia has attacked Ukraine, many soldiers have been killed, and Russian forces have taken control of several areas. That evening, when Mykola returns home, Nastya gives him life-changing news. She is pregnant. Mykola is overjoyed. He is going to be a father. The couple celebrates this happy moment together. The next morning, Mykola says goodbye to Nastya and rides his bicycle to school. On the way, he notices two soldiers standing and smoking cigarettes. Their uniforms look strange, not like Ukrainian army uniforms. Mykola feels something is off, but assumes the government may have changed the uniforms. When he arrives, he is shocked. The school is completely empty. Not a single student is there. Confused, he turns on the TV and hears the news again. Russian soldiers have entered Ukraine and are taking over towns and villages. Suddenly, Mykola realizes the truth. The soldiers he saw earlier were Russian. He rushes back on his bicycle, but he is too late. When Mykola reaches home, he sees the same two Russian soldiers brutally beating his wife. He tries to stop them and protect her, but they beat him badly as well. Mykola begs them, crying, "Please don't kill my wife. She is pregnant." The soldiers show no mercy and keep beating both of them. One soldier searches the house. Finding nothing valuable, he becomes angry and sets the house on fire. As the soldiers start to leave, Nastya, filled with rage and pain, picks up a stone and throws it at them. One of the soldiers turns back and shoots her on the spot. Mykola watches his wife die in front of his eyes. Hours later, two Ukrainian soldiers arrive. Seeing Nastya's dead body, they feel deeply sorry. They dig a grave and ask Mykola to bury his wife there. After Nastya's death, Mykola is completely broken. He wants to kill the Russian soldier who shot his wife. There is only one way to do that: to join the Ukrainian army. Mykola begs the two soldiers to take him with them. They agree and take him to a military base. At the military base, their senior officer becomes angry when he sees Mykola. He refuses to recruit him, suspecting that Mykola might be a spy. Mykola tells him he has nothing left to live for, except freeing his country. The senior agrees and allows him to join the army. Training begins the next day. Training is extremely hard for Mykola. He has spent his entire life teaching math, not using weapons. He struggles badly at first. While other soldiers assemble their guns quickly, Mykola is slow and always finishes last. The officer believes Mykola will never become a good soldier, but Mykola does not give up. One night, he asks his senior not to call him by his real name. He wants the codename Raven. Everyone laughs. The senior tells him that codenames are earned by great achievements. Mykola takes it seriously and trains even harder. One day, the senior announces that the army lacks snipers and asks who wants to become one. Some soldiers step forward. Mykola steps forward too. Everyone laughs again. The senior tells him he isn't ready. He can't even assemble a gun properly. Mykola asks for one chance to prove himself. The senior gives him a challenge: assemble a rifle in 20 seconds. Mykola blindfolds himself and assembles the gun in 18 seconds. Everyone is stunned. Impressed, the senior allows Mykola to join sniper training. During training, Mykola gives gives an old rifle, while others get modern weapons. When he asks for a better gun, the senior tells him he must prove himself first. In one exercise, snipers must hold position while bullets are fired near them. Anyone who moves fails. Makola doesn't move even an inch. He passes. In the next test, snipers see the target once, then their eyes are covered. They must shoot based on memory. Makola narrowly misses and fails because his old rifle is inaccurate. Everyone knows he would have passed with a better weapon. The next challenge is even harder. At night, using only a flare's light, snipers must hit the target. No one succeeds. Makola doesn't shoot immediately. Instead, he calculates distance using the flare's light and applies his math knowledge. He fires one perfect shot. The target is hit. Everyone is shocked. No one has ever completed this task before. The senior finally gives him his codename. Finally, the day comes when the training results are about to be announced. Here, the colonel salutes Makola and tells him that he has passed the test. A few days later, the colonel comes to Makola and orders him to pack his gear. They have received intel that Russian soldiers have taken over a checkpoint. This is where the real story begins. Makola's team quickly reaches the location and takes sniper positions. They are just about to eliminate the Russian soldiers when they see a car approaching the checkpoint. Because of this, the colonel orders everyone not to fire. The Russian soldiers stop the car and force the passengers to step out. They check their passports and search the vehicle. Everything seems fine, so the soldiers allow them to leave, but they keep their passports. When the civilians ask for their passports back, the soldiers brutally beat them. Seeing this, the colonel gives the order to fire. In a single moment, all snipers eliminate their targets. The first mission is successfully completed. When everyone returns to base, Makola notices that many of his teammates are missing. Worried, he asks where they are. He is told they were sent on another mission. The next day, Makola receives devastating news. Many of those soldiers were killed during that mission. They were all taken out by one Russian sniper. His name is Siri, and he is Russia's deadliest sniper. Days later, Makola and his team head out on their next mission. After reaching the location, they plant landmines all around and take their positions. Soon, Russian soldiers arrive, and among them is Ivan. Ivan is the same student who used to harass Makola at school. Now, Ivan has joined the Russian army. When the colonel gives the order to fire, Makola hesitates. He does not want to kill his former student, but then he puts his emotions aside. Instead of shooting directly, Makola shoots the landmines. A massive explosion follows, killing Ivan and all the Russian soldiers. After returning to base, the colonel places complete trust in Makola. They spend a lot of time together. One day, the colonel shows Makola a photo of his family. He tells him he has a wife and 2 daughters. His daughters don't even know he is a soldier. They believe he is a businessman. His wife has also kept this secret. The next morning, they head out on another mission. This mission is extremely important. They have intel that a group of Russian soldiers will pass through a specific route. Makola and the colonel take their positions. Soon, they spot 2 Russian soldiers waiting for the rest of their unit. Makola suddenly realizes that one of them is the soldier who killed his wife. Makola asks for permission to shoot. The colonel refuses. Makola asks again. The colonel refuses again. Makola loses control of his emotions and fires anyway. The soldier dies instantly, but this single shot reveals their position. The colonel yells, asking Makola what he has done. The worst part is that Siri, the deadliest Russian sniper, is also nearby, and now he knows their location. Before the colonel can find Siri, Siri shoots the colonel in the head, killing him instantly. Russian soldiers begin heavy firing and bombing on Makola's position. Seeing no other option, Makola retreats. He lifts the colonel's body and escapes enemy territory, returning to base. Makola is crushed by guilt. He swears that he will kill Siri and avenge the death of the colonel. Soon, Makola gets intel about 2 Russian snipers. He immediately heads out on the mission. After taking position, he kills 1 sniper. During the fight, the second sniper shoots Makola in the arm. Despite being injured, he manages to kill the second sniper as well. Severely wounded, he retreats to a secret space to recover. During his recovery, a major from the army calls him. The major tells him that they have finally located Siri. Makola returns to base. The major briefs everyone. Siri is Russia's best sniper. He has never missed a shot. He has killed 6 of Ukraine's best snipers. He usually does not change his position and operates from a specific location. A plan is formed. 2 teams will attack Siri's location. The first team will attack from the front. When the Russians are distracted, the second team will attack from behind. During the chaos, Makola will enter the building and eliminate Siri. The teams move out. Snipers take their positions. Makola quietly enters the building and sees 2 Russian soldiers talking. He kills them instantly and moves deeper inside. He gives the signal. At once, Ukrainian snipers wipe out the remaining soldiers. Siri notices that none of his teammates are reporting in. Sensing danger, he moves to the rooftop. There, he finds another Russian sniper, but the man is already dead. Now, Siri realizes that he has been completely surrounded. He calls for backup. Backup will arrive in 10 minutes. Siri rushes back to his position and searches for Ukrainian soldiers. Suddenly, he notices a small wooden statue on the table, the same statue Makola carries, made by his wife. Before Siri can react, Makola attacks him. In a brutal knife fight, Makola stabs Siri repeatedly, killing him. The noise alerts the last remaining sniper in the building. Before he can act, Makola throws a grenade, killing him in the explosion. Soon, Siri's backup team arrives, unaware that Siri is already dead. They call Siri's phone. Makola answers and tells them they are all going to die. Then he shoots the truck driver. Chaos breaks out. As the Russian soldiers jump out of the truck, Ukrainian snipers already positioned open fire. One by one, every Russian soldier is killed. A few days later, Makola visits his wife's grave. He tells her that he has fulfilled his promise. Everyone responsible for her death and the colonel's death is gone. He swears to serve his country until his last breath.